Hey guys, today we're going to draw a mad scientist monster. Here's a quick preview of how our drawings turned out at the very end. Now, if you haven't already drawn our mad scientist, be sure to check out that lesson because this is the after he mixes the two chemicals together to get his final potion. But the experiment goes sideways. It's not what he expected. I'm using my markers to draw and color with and also marker paper to draw on. All right, let's get started. Let's first draw our monster's glasses. And we're going to draw two circles. I'm going to draw them towards the top of our paper so that we have room for the body. I'm going to draw them kind of in the middle too. So we got one circle and then we'll leave a little space and draw another circle. Then we can draw smaller circles inside. That way we can make these frames for the glasses thicker. We're going to draw coming around on both sides. There we go. Now let's also draw two curves in between to connect them. And we can draw the pupils or the eyes inside. I'm going to draw them really big. And let's color those in too. Now let's draw the mouth. And we can start here and draw the smile connecting to the glasses. Then we're going to imagine them going around. We're going to draw a really big monster mouth. Well, this is huge. And then we'll connect here too. Now let's draw the teeth. I'm going to draw really big, sharp teeth. We'll draw letter V's connecting all the way to the other side. And we could also draw the tongue, really big tongue. Here, let's draw a curve. And then we can draw another curve there. Okay, now let's color the back of the mouth. This part I'll fast forward, so remember to pause the video for extra time. Now let's draw the shape of our monster's head. I'm going to draw the ears right here first. So let's draw the letter C, and we can also draw a little curve inside. Next, let's draw the chin and cheek. We'll start here and curve around the bottom of the mouth, and then we'll come back up and connect to the glasses. Now we can also draw the side of our glasses sticking out over here. Let's connect it into the ear and back to the glasses. Okay, now let's draw the hair. First, let's draw the inside or the forehead for our mad scientist. So I'm going to come out of the glasses and then we can draw zigzags. So I'm going to draw a small and then a big one. Let's draw another one and we'll come over here to the middle of the forehead. Then we can draw coming out this way, and we'll draw a couple zigzags connecting down to the glasses. Okay, now let's draw the crazy hair that we had on the first mad scientist, but we're going to draw it even more crazy and not symmetrical. So we'll start here. We can kind of do the same thing so it looks like the scientist, but then let's draw this side first. We'll just draw crazy zigzags going everywhere, coming down, and don't worry about making yours look exactly like mine. Just you can add these zigzags on yours any way you want. So you can draw them differently. You can also draw them crazier. I'm going to draw these coming down and connecting. There we go. Okay, now we're ready to draw the lab coat and also the rest of our scientist's body. So let's first draw the arms, kind of like we did on the other lesson, except I'm going to draw this arm coming down and then this arm going up holding the beaker. Okay, now just like we did for the first mad scientist, let's draw the lab coat next. So we'll leave a little space under the armpits and we'll draw the sides of the jacket coming out and further away towards the bottom. Then we can connect them together. And now let's draw the details inside. So we can draw the letter V for the collar and then connect it down. And then I think we had some buttons. Yeah, 3 buttons. And then we can also draw the collar sticking out. So I'm going to draw letter V sideways. Then we can draw another diagonal line and then connect into the middle of the jacket, and we can do the same on the side. And then let's also add the little pocket. So rectangle shape here. You can also change details on your drawing. And we already connected this down here, but the next time you do it, you could draw this zigzagged and torn, like he's ripping through his lab coat. Okay, now let's draw the other arm, or the first arm, over here on the left. So we'll draw a curve first. Then let's draw the fingers. So I'm going to draw the thumb, and then we can draw the other fingers. We'll draw them curving this way. So there's one. Looks like a curved hot dog shape. Another one. And then one more and connect into the arm. And we can also add the sleeve, or the end of the sleeve, 2 lines. Okay, next let's draw this arm, but curving up. And let's repeat some of the steps that we did for the other mad scientist, for his arms or his hands hanging onto the beaker. So we connected the sleeve. We could add another curve there. And then let's draw the thumb. We're going to draw it curving around and coming back. Then we can draw the fingers. So we first drew an oval shape connecting to the thumb. Then we can draw another one and the small one right here. Okay, now let's draw the beaker. So we have the 2 lines coming out, and then we can imagine that going through the thumb and connecting down here. Draw a short line there, and then we can add the diagonal line coming out on each side, and then we'll connect the bottom. And now we need to draw the top. So we can draw that short line, another one right above it, and then we can connect that down to the bottom on each side. Okay, now let's draw the monster part. We're going to draw a bunch of tentacles, but you could change this. You could change the details of your monster. Maybe it looks more like bird legs or slime. It could be this kind of blob shape if you wanted. But I'm going to draw tentacles. So first I'm going to draw one right here. We're going to draw an S curve coming down and then curving the other way. Then we can curve back, and as we get closer to our scientist, we'll get further away. Okay, now let's draw another tentacle coming out this side. And then we can do the same thing. We'll follow the same curve, but get further away towards the end. Okay, over here, let's start coming out of the lab coat, and we'll curve around and we'll come up higher. And then we can come back and then connect into here. Yeah. Okay, let's add more on this side. I'm going to draw it curving out here. And then coming back up. And then let's draw a really big one like we did over here, curving around like this. And then we'll come back in. We can also add another one here. If we want to make it look more 3D, we can have this one kind of coming up behind the beaker and then coming back in. I'm going to do another one over here too. So let's see, we'll draw it right here and having it come over the arms and then back in. You can really go crazy and add a lot of these and draw them really long. They could even come all the way up to the top of the paper. But let's leave it just like this, and we still need to color it. So this part will fast forward, but you can pause the video and take time to color your drawings too. All right, I'm all finished coloring my Mad Scientist monster. It looks so much better all colored in. And I really hope you'll take time to color your drawings too. You can match my same coloring or change the colors any way you want. Now, I also added bubbles coming out of the beaker. You could add more things like a complete background, maybe broken beakers down here with liquid spilling out. I think this makes for a pretty good before and after shot of our Mad Scientist. And just like on our first drawing, I thickened the lines just to make the drawing stand out more. I really like this style, but you could also leave that off to keep it a little easier. And I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me and drawing our mad scientist monster, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye. Did you know we've got a whole series of how to draw books? We teamed up with DK to create 6 amazing titles, each one packed with fun, step-by-step lessons. The print quality is so amazing, and they're really affordable too. We're so grateful for DK and excited to share these with your family. Grown-ups, you can learn more and grab your copies by clicking the link in the description below.